this is one of the very most common issues, usually maybe related to firmware related issues. So we are having a 1045G7, which was brought for repair, but then after the repair, we have a problem, the error HP Endpoint Security controller problem. You can see that HP Endpoint Security problem. So this usually happens if you're having, of course, it is working well and loading into the operating system and everything working perfectly, except for the error. The error does not make any maybe big difference, but then sometimes it might be very annoying, right? So to remove this error, the endpoint security problem, usually it needs you to be able to clean the endpoint from your BIOS firmware. Okay, so of course you must. It is just a way of your machine acknowledging that there is a problem on the endpoint of your firmware, of course, right? So what do we do from this case? So the first step is you'll have to extract the firmware. After doing the extraction of the firmware, you do cleaning, proper cleaning of the endpoint security problem. After doing the cleaning, you can see it. We still have it. I've just done restarting of the machine. After doing all that, then we will write back the firmware into the machine, and that should clear this error that you're seeing on the screen. Okay. HP Sure recovery. Okay, fine. I've just restarted the machine, so let's see. Let's check out something. We have it, endpoint security problem. If you press OK, it's going to go quite well and load the operating system. Okay. So if you already have the firmware that is that has a problem, it's a little bit easier for you. In this case, I have the firmware. So we will remove the chip. I think I've done the extraction of this file. So I'll share my screen and show you how we do the cleaning. Of course, I have the firmware in my machine, so that should not worry you so much. We'll have to go on to where the firmware location is. Now, I'm having a software here. It is a free software. It has been done by, I think, DTech. Okay, so you just drag and drop it inside that software, and you press OK, and it cleans automatic. So we have a clean firmware there. You drag like that, you press clear endpoint, and it works like that. So we have one that has been cleaned already. Okay. So you have seen how I press it. So you just, I think I don't know if I'll have to leave the link. So we have the clean software there. We'll then write it into the machine. So we'll remove the BIOS chip. We already have the cleaned firmware. Okay, so we'll remove the BIOS chip, and we'll have to write where's my programmer. I think I have my programmer here, so I put it inside the adapter, disconnect power, put it inside the adapter, and do the programming for this. Yeah, this is a very nice programmer. So I'll connect my programmer. I'll share my screen again. So where is my programmer software? I have it there. So I'll have to load and read, detect first, and I have the yes, that one. I select the exact chip. Then do I really have to read and save? No. We'll go directly to programming. Okay, I'll load the clean file now. After loading the clean file, okay, then I have to program. It does the erasure and doing all those things. Then we'll have to take back the chip and confirm whether we're still having the error. I think this is the only absolute way of having to deal with this problem of endpoint security. Updating the BIOS will not work, doing anything will not work. Okay, Yeah. So it is still doing the erasure. It is erasing the chip. We have to be patient a little bit because this chip is 32 megabits. It is a JV256, so 256 bit is a 32 MB file size. 128 is a 16 MB file size. If we have 64 is an 8 megabit file size. So it is doing the programming. Again, let's be a little bit patient. Right, this should be the second last stage. After doing the programming, then it does the verification process. After doing the verification process, then the file should be good to go. Okay, that's okay. So verifying flash, that should be very fast, and that's okay. So we'll have to remove the chip and take it back into the machine and see. So usually the chip that has the endpoint security problem is usually the main chip. The main chip, what I mean by the main chip is the main BIOS chip. Not the EC chip, okay, not the SIO chip, the main BIOS chip. But in this model, we have same file size for the main and the EC chip. So we'll remove the chip and take it back to the machine. Lucky enough, we don't have to solder and desolder the chip on this model. I think they made it a little bit easier for us. So you just have to remove the program and take it back. So let's take back the chip. The alignment, let's look for the first pin where the arrow is exactly. It should be like that, okay? So you close it up. Then let's power it on and see if we have solved the problem. So putting the power, taking nice current. Of course, it should power on because it was. Powering it on, comes on with 0.6 amps. It is a good current, so it might take a little bit time to display just because of resetting the system. Yeah, so let's wait and see if we have solved our problem. It's taking good current. We have display. Of course, it's having a red error there, but that will disappear after around 32 attempts. The error you're seeing there, but the endpoint security is actually gone. It has not brought that endpoint security problem. So that is ideally how you check. So the DTEC, I don't know, the DTEC software, it is free. You can check it on Google. You can download it. I think it's a free software. Shout out to those guys. They've made work so easy for us. Okay. So this one is solved. Okay. So thank you so much for watching. I'll just have to close up the machine and call the client and tell the client the machine is ready. So thank you so much, and have a great day wherever you are. Okay. Yeah, anybody who is interested to contacting me, my number is down there. You can call.